No act of kindness, no matter how small, is ever wasted. Appearances are often deceiving. We often give our enemies the means of our own destruction. Don't count your chickens before they hatch. Little by little does the trick. Every truth has two sides. It is as well to look at both before we commit ourselves to either. Patience is bitter, but its fruit is sweet. Injuries may be forgiven, but not forgotten. Better be wise by the misfortunes of others than by your own. It is easy to be brave from a safe distance. He who talks much cannot always talk well. A doubtful friend is worse than a certain enemy. The smaller the mind, the greater the conceit. Persuasion is often more effectual than force. A liar will not be believed, even when he speaks the truth. The greatest and noblest pleasure which we have in this world is to discover new truths. Adventure is worthwhile. Beware lest you lose the substance by grasping at the shadow. He that is discontented in one place will seldom be content in another. A doubtful remedy is better than none at all. The unhappy derive comfort from the misfortunes of others. Familiarity breeds contempt. It is not only fine feathers that make fine birds. Fine clothes may disguise, but silly words will disclose a fool. Honesty is the best policy. A man is known by the company he keeps. Slow and steady wins the race. Don't make a mountain out of a molehill. One good turn deserves another. The surest way to be deceived is to think oneself cleverer than others. Don't let your pride cloud your judgment. The lion's share is not always the best share. It is a wise thing to be polite, consequently, it is a stupid thing to be rude. The injuries we do and those we suffer are seldom weighed in the same scales. You may share the labors of the great, but you will not share the spoils. He who sows the wind reaps the whirlwind. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. Don't trust the advice of someone who doesn't follow it. Kindness is always rewarded. Don't count your blessings before they're hatched. No act of kindness, however small, is ever wasted. It's easy to despise what you can't have. The wolf may lose his teeth, but not his nature. A man's character is known by the company he keeps. Beware of false friends, who smile at your misfortunes. Look before you leap. The faults of the rich are covered with money. The gods help them that help themselves. Better be alone than in bad company. Do not count your chickens before they are hatched. It is better to learn late than never. The flatterer lives at the expense of the person who listens to him. We often despise what is most useful to us. The sun has a right to set even in a puddle. Little friends may prove great friends. It is not only fine feathers that make fine birds. He that listens to flattery is not wise. It is with our passions as it is with fire and water. They are good servants but bad masters. The sweetest grapes hang the highest. A wise person does at once what a fool does at last. A bird in the hand is worth two in the bush. It is easier to get into something than to get out of it. Beware of a wolf in sheep's clothing. A friend in need is a friend indeed. Look after the pennies, and the pounds will look after themselves. A bad workman blames his tools. A man is known by the company he keeps. Don't judge a book by its cover. A tree is known by its fruit. Don't bite the hand that feeds you. A penny saved is a penny earned. A stitch in time saves 9. An idle mind is the devil's workshop. Better late than never. Better safe than sorry. Don't put off until tomorrow what you can do today. Empty vessels make the most noise. Familiarity breeds contempt. It's never too late to mend. There is no smoke without fire. Thanks for watching.